Hey, let's move on to the things that we love to talk about over here, and that is Western independence. This is Angus Reid push polling. A recent Angus Reid poll shows the vast majority of Albertans wish to remain in Canada and disapprove of how Alberta's Premier Danielle Smith has handled the issue. Let's watch this video, and I want to know who they're talking to.
Oh, girl, all day.
Angus Reid poll on Alberta separation is being released this morning. New data shows that despite a lot of noise by Alberta separatists wanting to leave Canada, the vast majority of Albertans want to stay. With more, I'm joined now by CTV's Judy Trin in our bureau this morning. Judy, good morning to you. So tell us about this poll and what you're learning.
Good morning, Marcia. What I can tell you is that despite a lot of media coverage lately in regards to Alberta separatist movement, it appears from this latest data gathered by Angus Reid that the support is wishy-washy and not as strong as the media coverage would indicate. Now, there definitely is about 3 out of 10 Albertans support the idea of separating from Canada. Now, you will see from this graphic that we're putting up that this support equates to about 29% of Albertans. Of that number, only 8% say they are definitely leaning that way. So it's not bedrock support. And the numbers of Albertans are overwhelmingly in support of staying in Canada. 65% say they would vote to stay, while the majority of that group who support staying is 57%, Marcia. So you can see from these figures that the number of people who support Alberta separating from Canada is less than a third. And that support is wishy-washy.
Okay, Judy, settle down.
Judy.
You know who isn't at any of the events talking to people who are interested in independence for the West? Judy Trin. Haven't seen her at one. We've been at many. And if you talk to regular people instead of your fancy friends over in the mainstream media, you would understand that not everybody is willing to talk about this publicly yet. And talking to Angus Reid would be part of that, sorry. But they would have a phone list that would be so skewed to the one side that they would completely miss the prevailing narrative that is catching on like wildfire across the prairies. I love this. Would move to another province or territory in Canada.
Sure.
What?
As if
buddies,
you're going to self-deport? Let me call the U-Haul.
Please. Like, we will. Oh, I'll crowdfund for you, boomers. You want to skedaddle on to Ontario or Quebec? Oh, make my absolute day. Make my absolute day. What we can tell you, valued Rebel fam, is that everybody we talk to in Alberta and Saskatchewan is at least thinking about this topic, this very topic of independence, and many, many are 2 feet out the door.
For sure.
Many.
Let's go into Phil Fournier's analysis of this. Angus Reid Institute. If a referendum was held on Alberta separation, would you vote for Alberta to leave Canada and become its own independent country or stay in Canada? All respondents, 65% is stay, 30% is leave. Conservative Party voters, 49% leave, 45% stay. That's a problem for the Conservatives, by the way. And we saw that at the convention. Remember I said to you, I haven't spoken to a single person here who wants to stay.
Everybody there.
And even the people from outside of the province was like, yeah, you guys got to go.
It's, wow, we don't blame you. This is what it was. We don't blame you. We don't blame you at all. No, it's Alberta, Saskatchewan, and the West deserve a fair deal, and the people of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and the West are not getting that fair deal from the federal government. And this puts the Conservative Party of Canada at a real impasse. Their membership and their base is saying, we see that nothing is getting fixed in Ottawa, that even having Conservatives 11 years in opposition, that opposition has been ineffective to represent our interests. And we want something better for ourselves. So interesting times ahead.
Also, I think they're oversampling Edmonton in these polling.
Absolutely, 100%. Yes.
Edmonton, as Ralph Klein once said, is a beautiful place with too many mosquitoes and socialists, and that is an evergreen statement. It's the seat of government. It's where all the unions are. And so if you oversample your polling data in Edmonton, you're going to get that. That, it will turn up like that. But as the UCP knows, to win in this province, you need a majority of Calgary and all the rural areas. And if I had to guess where all the separatists are, the majority of Calgary and all the rural areas.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, same for Saskatchewan. Yeah, Regina is our seat of government. Everybody here is a flaming socialist except for me, and this is where the stay in Canada sentiment would be coming from. From the likes of Carla Beck and the NDP, and what do we call her? Carla Nenshi.
Carla Nenshi, Lady Nenshi.
Lady Nenshi. Yes, but outside of the metropolitan area of Regina, man, people are ready to go. They're just acknowledging that Confederation is broken and we don't have a future within it.
Well, and also, 1 in 3. That's more than the people who vote for the Liberals and the NDP in Alberta combined.
Yep.
Okay?
It's not nothing.
That ain't nothing. So even if it were that number, which I think is artificially low, I think they're oversampling in the urban areas. But even if it is that number, can we stop talking about these people like they're fringe radicals? Can we stop talking about them like there's one guy involved in the separatist movement? I hate that. There's really only one guy involved in the separatist movement. Instead, you see these like guerrilla petition signing pop-ups on the side of roads because people are so desperate to leave. They can't train their canvassers fast enough.
They can't get the paperwork out. That's right. No. They can't get the paperwork out to them fast enough. They can't keep up to the demand of people who are just putting everything else on hold and going, we're doing this, Alberta. We're gone. We're out.
Yeah. And then we've got a video from Jeff Rath. Is this from Jeff Rath or is it of Jeff Rath? We're coming in cold to the show here. Jeff Rath keeps saying Alberta won't need taxes. Oh, this is this person. I should have been the cringe. But I can tell these people have a look about them, don't they? And I know some of you in the comments are like, Sheila, quit making fun of people's looks. I'm not winning any beauty pageants. I know how I came onto the show today. I was like, I need 2 minutes to put on mascara. Thanks, Olivia. So let me preface that by saying, look, I'm not for everybody. I get it. But the second you see this face, you know how she votes.
She's out there. She was out there protesting for everything, this type of person and her friends. She got some... She's tendencies. She gets notions. Yeah,
you can tell. This is a person who are like, oh, okay, you voted NDP? Sounds great. But anyway, this person thinks that they're going to debunk Jeff Rath, who says that Alberta won't need taxes after separation. But then this person goes on to not understand corporate income tax. Anyway.
Hey, so quick thing. When Jeff Rath claims that if Alberta separates, we won't be paying taxes here anymore, he's lying to you. Yeah. Oil and gas is privatized, and that's not going to be changing anytime soon to benefit you.
What?
So, how the fuck is Alberta going to pay for infrastructure? Don't be a dummy. Hey, so...
Okay. I don't even think Jeff has said that we're not going to pay income tax, but I think he said it would be, quite a reduced rate, whatever.
Well, sure, because independence means that there would be no federal tax burden. You wouldn't be paying for the needs of people on the East Coast in Quebec to pay for all their fancy fineries belonging to Confederation. That's what he's claiming, and yet this person comes along. My goodness.
But also, these are the people that Angus Reid is talking to, who don't understand how royalties work,
right? Or how other countries do this. Singapore, there's no income taxes, or if it is, it's a very, very low flat income tax. You know what I mean? 10%. 10%. But there's everybody is working in Singapore. Everybody is hustling, and they find some of the best, most profitable companies to work there to pay for it. They have one of the highest standards of living on earth, and they're choosing the independence model.
Well, when Harper lowered income tax, guess what happened to general revenue in the government? It actually went up because it generated economic activity, and economic activity
That's right.
is taxable.
That's right.
People are spending into the economy. But this lady, even if the oil companies paid no corporate income tax, in Sheila's fantasy football utopia, where there's no corporate or personal income tax,
Yeah.
they still pay royalties because most of the land in this province, the mineral rights are held by the province on behalf of the people of Alberta. So the oil companies pay revenue, they pay royalties on their barrels. And like, there's a very few people, I am one of them, who freeholds their mineral rights because my land predates the formation of the province. There's very few of us out there. Everything else, the province holds the mineral rights on behalf of the people. And so even if there is no corporate income tax, the oil companies still pay royalties on their barrels, and that is money to the province for roads, for hospitals, for whatever.
Infrastructure in the public safety net, we'll say, yeah.
This person probably knows everything about Drag Queen Story Hour and nothing about how the economy works. You can tell just by looking at her.
Just like that. I'd love to see Jeff Rath's response to that.
Me too.
Ooh, let's ask
Did
him.
he respond?